There's a truth about you that you may not fully see yet, but others feel it the moment you walk into a room. You carry a certain light. Not the loud, attention-seeking kind. Not the kind that needs validation. I'm talking about a quiet, powerful, undeniable energy that people can't explain, but they're drawn to it. And here's the part that might hit you the hardest. The very thing that makes you special is the same thing that attracts toxic people into your life. It's not random, it's not bad luck, and it's definitely not because something is wrong with you. It's because something is right with you. You have a presence that fills people up. You have a spirit that brings comfort, clarity, and sometimes even healing to those around you. And because of that, people who are empty, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, gravitate toward you without even realizing why. They don't always come with bad intentions at first. Some of them are just searching for something they lack. But over time, if they are not doing the work within themselves, they begin to rely on your energy as their source. And that's where the drain begins. The reason you may not fully recognize your own light is because you live with yourself every single day. You've seen your struggles. You've felt your doubts. You remember the times you were overlooked, misunderstood, or even broken. So when you look at yourself, you're not always seeing your power. You're seeing your past. You're seeing your imperfections. You're seeing everything you think you still need to fix. But other people, they don't see you that way. They feel you. They feel your calm in chaotic environments. They feel your depth in shallow conversations. They feel your presence in spaces where authenticity is rare. Your energy speaks before you even say a word. And whether you believe it or not, that energy has the ability to uplift people. That's why some people feel better just being around you. That's why some people open up to you so quickly. That's why some people cling to you without you understanding why. And that's also why you feel drained after certain interactions, because not everyone who is drawn to your light is meant to stay in your life. Some people are consumers, not contributors. They come into your space to take, not to build. They feed off your positivity, your encouragement, your stability, your peace, but they don't pour anything back into you. And if you're not aware of this dynamic, you'll keep giving, and giving, and giving, until you're running on empty. And that's a dangerous place to be, because the same light that uplifts others needs to be protected, nurtured, and maintained within you first. Halfway through this message, I want you to pause and really reflect. If this resonates with you, if you've ever felt like you give more than you receive, if you've ever walked away from interactions feeling drained instead of energized, I want you to type in the comments, "I can relate." Not just for me, but for yourself, to acknowledge that you're becoming aware. And if this message is hitting you, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe for more messages that remind you of who you truly are. And if you feel called to support the growth of this channel, there's a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Every contribution helps keep these messages flowing, and I appreciate you more than you know. Now let's go deeper. You have to understand something clearly. Your energy is not unlimited. Yes, you are strong. Yes, you are resilient strong. Yes, you have the ability to pour into others strong. But that does not mean you are meant to be everyone's source. You are not here to carry people who refuse to walk. You are not here to fix people who are committed to staying broken. And you are definitely not here to sacrifice your peace just to keep others comfortable. That mindset will destroy you if you let it. The moment you start prioritizing everyone else's emotional needs over your own well-being is the moment you begin to disconnect from yourself. And when you disconnect from yourself, your light starts to dim. Not because it's gone, but because it's being overused without being replenished. Think about it like this. Even the brightest light will flicker if it's constantly being drained without being recharged. So the real shift in your life begins when you stop asking, "Why do toxic people keep showing up?" and start asking, "Why am I allowing them to stay?" That's the question that changes everything. Because awareness without action keeps you stuck. It's not enough to recognize that people drain you. You have to be willing to set boundaries. And not the loud, performative kind of boundaries that you announce to the world, but the quiet, firm, unshakable ones that you enforce through your actions. Boundaries look like limiting access. Boundaries look like saying no without guilt. Boundaries look like walking away when your peace is threatened. Boundaries look like choosing yourself, even when it feels uncomfortable. And I'm going to be honest with you, this part isn't easy. Because when you start protecting your energy, some people will call you different. Some will say you've changed. Some will try to make you feel guilty for no longer being as available as you used to be. But what they're really reacting to is the fact that they no longer have unlimited access to your light. And that's not your problem. Your responsibility is not to be everything for everyone. Your responsibility is to stay aligned with your purpose, your mission, and your well-being. Because when you are full, when your energy is intact, your mind is clear and your spirit is grounded, you don't just survive, you elevate. You become sharper, more focused, more intentional. And ironically, when you stop overextending yourself, the right people start to show up. People who don't just take, but give. People who don't just need, but build. People who don't drain, but multiply your energy. But that only happens when you stop entertaining what no longer aligns. So here's the challenge I'm giving you. Start pouring into yourself the same way you've been pouring into others. Protect your time, protect your peace, protect your energy. Get clear on your purpose and commit to it daily. Because when your energy is directed towards something meaningful, you naturally become less available for things that drain you. And understand this is important. Your light was never meant to be dimmed to make others comfortable. It was meant to guide you, to elevate you, to position you in spaces where you are appreciated, not just used. You don't need to prove your worth to anyone. You don't need to overgive to be valued. And you definitely don't need to keep draining yourself just to maintain connections that don't pour back into you. The moment you truly accept that is the moment your life starts to shift. Because now you're no longer operating from depletion. You're operating from alignment. And when you move from alignment, everything changes. Your decisions become clearer. Your relationships become healthier. Your presence becomes even more powerful because now it's protected. So don't be confused by who is drawn to you. Be intentional about who gets access to you. Because your light is real, your energy is felt, and your purpose is too important to be constantly drained by people who were never meant to stay.